there.
Keep it quiet. That normally happens.
You're just blending in.
So you got to talk with Susan, the choir director.
She does pretty good.
That quick? But, you know, you all look like kids to me. You know, and one nice thing about that is that in the face and the eyes of the Lord, that's all we all are. Just a whole bunch of kids, and we all belong to the Lord. We all belong to God, you know. And it's been really a great week. And I guess this the last. We got one more night, or is this the last? This is it. You know, I feel bad about that because it's been a lot of fun having you all here, and there's been maybe a lot of work, but it's been a whole lot of fun in the work. And kids, have you had fun?
Have you had fun?
Okay. Anyhow, yeah, I'm the pastor of this church, and just call me Pastor Joe. Is all I go by. I don't like the word reverend, and I don't like any, you know, anything special. That's all. Just old Pastor Joe. That's good enough for me, you know. But I guess the children are going to put on a little bit of a skit, whatever it might be, and then afterwards, I think there's something downstairs waiting for all of us, and you're not allowed to leave. You have to go downstairs and enjoy what we have there. And I think it's called something like pizza. And I don't know anybody that don't like pizza. So after this skit, when the kids are done, anyhow, I'm going to turn this back over to the girls, and when they're done, we'll have a prayer and we'll have something to eat.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What was the name of our celebration this week? What was the name of our celebration this week? Very good. Very good. We had a fiesta this week, and we had such a wonderful time. I'd like to thank all of you for sharing your children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews with us. We have enjoyed them immensely, and we have had a wonderful time. We're going to share with you this evening some of the songs, some of the stories. I'm going to show you some of the crafts that the kids did and share with you some of the things that we had this week. We did, what are some of the things you did this week? You did, well, of course you had music. And what else did you do? What else did you do this week? Made crafts. What was that? Had a wonderful drama class. Snacks! Of course we had snacks. Played some games and heard some stories, didn't ya? We were busy all the time, weren't we? Yes, we did. We learned some Bible verses, and we're going to share those with you a little later on. We're going to start, every evening we started off with the Vacation Bible School song. And we're going to start this evening off singing our Vacation Bible School song, and then go in. The little kids are going to share with you some of the things that they've learned, and the second and fourth graders is going to share with you as well. So we'll go ahead and get started with our Vacation Bible School song. Okay?
No. Huh.
So I can see everybody. Ready? Ready?
Stay tuned due to technical difficulties.
See that one boy with a striped shirt singing loud.
all together. Some came every night, some came just one night. But we had 20 children that came, and we really were blessed by them. Actually, they were really very, very, very good, well-behaved children this week. We enjoyed every one of them. And we learned a different story every week and a different Bible verse. And tonight when you leave, on the table out here in this middle room are all their books and also a sunshine. And around the sunshine are 5 Bible verses that we learned. And if you put them on your refrigerator, maybe you can practice it with your kids. And the Bible stories are in each book too. So maybe if you read them again and review them, it's nice for them to hear it again and again about who Jesus is. And they learned who Jesus is. Let's see if they can remember some of the things. Who is Jesus? He's our Savior. Who else? Life. Helper. Okay. What else? Who is Jesus? Who's this guy going to be tonight? Our leader. Okay, we're going to do one of the stories that we heard this week. And this is a story about Jesus. And he was walking along the Sea of Galilee, and he saw some men in a fishing boat. And he said to them, wait, we're going to get Jesus to stand up, Jesus. Dylan's our Jesus tonight, and we're going to have him say that real loud. Say it real loud. Here, use the mic.
Come follow me, 'cause I will make you fishers of men.
We're going to sing 2 songs about that for you. Don't get back there. Bailey. Come on up here so you can see. I want to see you. That Bailey now. Jesus called out to the men, come follow me. Jesus called out to the men, come follow me. Jesus called out to the men, he will follow him today. Jesus called out to the men, come follow me. I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. If you follow me, if you follow me, I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. Yeah, they did a great job, and we also I want all your kids to look at the helpers. We had a lot of people helping us, and I want you to tell them thank you.
Say that there.
And I want to thank
Not
Shirley
too good.
Fisher and Danielle Johnson and Cindy Dogger and Angie. What's the kids? Okay, thank you for helping, and thank the parents for bringing the children each week. We enjoyed them. Okay, you guys can sit down.
Mommy.
Each evening, we did a craft, and I'm going to share with you some of the things that they made this week. You going to help me, Bailey? First night we made this. What is it? Maraca. Yeah, this was the first evening that they made the maracas, and each one is different and unique. And we had a really good time making those. And the second night, they made. These are just some of the things that they no, this isn't everyone's, but this is just some of the things that they made. What's this called? Very good, very good. And donkeys, and then, yeah, that was the second night. The third night, they made, little sun catchers. They each painted, and they got to take home. And the third night, they did the sun, and they did a cross, and they did a donkey. And these are just some of the things that they made and we wanted to share with you. Also, as I said earlier, throughout each evening, Doug did a wonderful, wonderful job during drama. And I was wondering if he'd come up and just share with you a little bit of what they did.
Go ahead, honey.
I unfortunately did not get to see it, but the kids just, I don't know what he did, but he just mesmerized them because they really loved it. They came up and tell me about it, and unfortunately I had to know.
I think I have one of the funnest jobs is doing the dramas. Each drama reinforces or tells the same story that the teachers are teaching in the class. But we add a little bit of props to it, and we try to change the room around each night so the room kind of looks like what the story's trying to tell. You kids, did you enjoy the dramas this year? Hopefully you got something out of the story. Do you remember what the first drama was? What the room looked like?
Yeah. A cave.
Nope, not a cave. Jesus was a friend that night. And they brought their friend through the ceiling. Yeah, we had the room fixed up like it looked like the inside of a house. Lazarus was the second night. And we had a hole in the ceiling where the 5 friends or the 4 friends brought their buddy down through the roof to get to Jesus. He was paralyzed and Jesus healed him. The second night was Lazarus. Do you remember what the room looked like that night? Wasn't too much different that night. We just had the room fixed up like the inside of a house. Denzel Valentine played Lazarus that night, and Brian Stifler did the first night on Sunday, so I appreciate that. What about Wednesday night, or Tuesday night? We did the story. You did the story tonight about when Jesus came to the seashore. Fishers of men. You remember what my name was that night? Who was the father of the 2 disciples? Close. Zebedee. I played Zebedee that night, and they threw fish nets because they were fishermen, and they were applying for the fisherman job because my 2 sons, James and John, had left me high and dry. So they had a fun night that night. And what was last night? I think last night was probably the best night as far as the set was concerned. What was you in last night? You were in a cave. And what was we talking about in the cave? Jesus is our Savior, is what we were talking about. We had a big piece of plastic taped to the wall and taped to the floor. We set a fan at the one end and then blew it up. And then we made a tunnel that they could crawl through to get into the cave. And we had a little bit of water that we squirted on everybody, so they enjoyed that. But I hope you got something out of the story. So we had a good week this week, and I appreciate the opportunity to do it. We'll see you all next year. The adults have to come to drama next year. I was looking forward to them crawling through the tunnel and I could spray them with water. I didn't get to do that. So next year.
Thank you.
Linda Fritz and I had the children who completed 2nd grade through 4th grade, and they were excellent students. We got a lot of work done. We even had time left over, and that doesn't usually happen in Bible school. But they were quite cooperative and listened and learned, and we appreciate you. And Mrs. Fritz and I also found some Spanish words in the book, and neither one of us can read or speak Spanish. So one of our students, Shauna Glesser, had an excellent idea. She said, I know somebody who can speak Spanish. So guess what? He's going to help us tonight. All right, we're going to go ahead now and line up, please. Places.
sit up in that second row.
You're not coming back down here.
Hey, Cindy.
Hi, Claudia.
Hello, everybody. This is my grandfather, Joseph Reed Zaragoza, and he's going to be helping us with our skit tonight.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo están?
Muy bien, señor. Muy bien.
De otro lado.
Muy bien, muy bien.
¿Ustedes hablan español?
Sí, sí, sí.
Poquito. Okay, here we go, okay? Don't get nervous. I think I'm more nervous than anybody else. Los he llamado amigos. San Juan 15:15.
Now you are my friends, John chapter 15, verse 15.
Ama al Señor tu Dios con todo tu corazón. Deuteronomio 6:5.
And you must love the Lord your God with all your heart. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5.
Vengan, síganme, les digo Jesús. San Mateo 4:19.
Jesus called out to them, come follow me. Matthew chapter 4, verse 19.
Porque yo vivo también, ustedes vivirán. San Juan 14:19.
Since I live, you also live. John chapter 14, verse 19.
El Señor es quien me ayuda, no temeré. Hebreos 13:6.
The Lord is my helper, so I will have no fear. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 6.
Muy bien, muy bien. I don't know how to sing.
There you go. If you'd like to sing with us, part of it's in Spanish. We don't know what it says. Would you
All voices are beautiful, God. Go ahead and sing.
This one.
Bailey, you stop in that state and start the nice. I love you. So kiss me.
Okay, you ready? I have a friend.
Related to me. I don't care. Want to tell. Oh, really? You, no.
In the front row.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Might have been. It might have been Aaron. Yeah, she does. She looks like Anne. Mm-hmm.
Maybe next year we'll do some piñata time. But
Okay, all right. I want to do it. All right. The music this year was wonderful. It was all upbeat, and the kids really enjoyed it. And we're going to close here with sharing with you some 3 songs that the kids sang. Okay? So you want to come up? And we're going to do a little singing, a little dancing all night. Okay? You got to spread out. Got to spread out.
Hey, Debbie. Debbie. Look at her just crawling up over there. Are you going to do a little dancing?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Not now.
I'm going to get it on video.
Come on, teachers.
Do we have everybody?
Don't you think the teachers should stand up and sing?
I think so. I think that would be great.
You have to know it. You've heard it 100 times.
Look at all the teachers.
Okay, don't look at the audience. You ready?